Guys, welcome to Power Players. I have today with me this guy. I am so excited to have you in the studio, man. Ricardo Allen, Atlanta Falcons, safety, $19 million contract. How old are you?
27. 27
years old. So appreciate you being here. Okay.
Appreciate you having me.
And then, how did you get turned on to me the first time?
Oh man, I'm a big educator. Like I'm big, and every day I'm trying to learn something new. I think one of my biggest things in life was I've always studied successful people, and I've always studied like what have the best done. Everybody in this world that's famous and successful didn't play football. So I always try to say, like, if I didn't play football, what would I do?
What would you do?
I'd be in real estate.
You would, huh?
I'd be the next Grant Cardone.
So were you searching real estate when you ran into me?
I was.
Do you remember where it was?
I think it was on YouTube.
Let's go back. You said something before we came in here today, and you said about the poorest person and I always say I want to be the poorest and the dumbest person in my group. What does that mean exactly? So the people watching Power Players
that means
understand.
that if I'm the poorest person in my group and I'm
you're making $19 million for a 3-year contract.
Yeah, so that means I want to try to hang around with you. I want to hang around with I'm Mr. Blank. I want to hang around Coach Quinn. I want to hang around successful people. D. Haslam. I want to hang around the most successful people around, and I know that being around them, the only thing you can do is elevate yourself. Because I know they're not bringing.
So it doesn't mean that you're poor, and it doesn't mean you're dumb.
No, not at all.
It means everybody around you's got more.
The real deal.
Something to offer you.
Yeah.
And how does a guy? How do you? And you made another comment to me about solving problems, right? How does a guy? I mean, how tough is it to get in the NFL today?
It's pretty tough. It's some of the most uncommon. It's less than 1%. It's pretty hard. Every day you got. They trying out new dudes every day. It's everybody can run, everybody can hit. We got superstars all over this world. It's just everybody. I don't think as many people in this world that can outwork me. I don't think as many people that really want it the way I want it to.
But they say they do. I mean, nobody's going to say, "Hey, I don't want it as bad as you do."
Yeah, they can say all they want to.
Yeah.
I believe in the compounding effect of life, and every day that you wake up and you go at it and you put your first, your best foot forward, shoot, you give yourself a better chance than most people who just talking about it. Anybody can get up and say they're doing it.
Yeah, but all the guys you're playing with, dude, they're all like they got a lot of work ethic, right? Or not? I don't know. I mean, as an outsider,
it's anywhere. It's anything in the world. In any kind of place in the world, man. You got some of the people who just do it differently. You got some people who just wake up on a daily basis, and like I follow a billionaire's routine every day. I can't wake up at 6 o'clock, and I know billionaires waking up at 4 o'clock every day.
Right.
So my wife think I'm crazy, but every day I'm waking up 4:30, and we don't start meetings until 8 o'clock. I'm in the building at 5 o'clock before the coaches even get there. And I can say this on TV because I know Coach Quinn, and I know Mr. Blank, and I know anybody from the Falcons.
They call you out if you weren't showing up.
They're back it, and I'm in there before anybody every day, and every day I put it in.
So tell me, before you are who you are today, okay? Bring me back to you growing up, where you grew up, the family.
I'm the baby of 4. I'm from Daytona Beach.
Okay.
I'm the first to graduate from high school in my house.
Wow. That's amazing, man. First to graduate from high school.
I don't know. I'm different. Like with my wife, when I brought my wife home, anybody I bring home is different. It's different. I've never been around. I've been fatherless my whole life. I never seen my dad a day in my life.
Wow.
My first mentor I had was when I got in, the 10th grade, when I first started playing football. Really, I started playing football when I got in high school. I never really played any sports before then. And I just, if people call me obsessive, they call me.
Yeah, good for you, man.
I know. I love it.
You got the gift.
Yeah, that's the word for the lazy.
That's the miracle label. So brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I'm the baby of 4. I got 2 brothers.
Okay.
1 older sister.
And how are they as successful as you? I mean,
no disrespect to them, and not even close.
Yeah. So what happens, dude? I'm always wondering when I meet guys like you or gals like you, right? And there's 3 other members in the household. Same family, same zip code, same address, same air. They're all breathing, eating the same food, and then one person squirts through and does something like you've done. What do you think the difference is, man? Where does that thing come from?
I just always had like a curiosity of the world. It was weird. I just never really believed like if somebody told me something, I was like, why? Like, why is it that way? Like, we wake up every day and everybody in the, you know, we in the hood and we poor, but like it's still like it's still a running economy. Like we still got plasma TVs, we still got you know nice TVs and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's $1 million people, you know, making their way into this house, you know, because I look at like even this table, even you know these cameras we use, even this you know the screen behind us. It's somebody who sold this. It's somebody who made some money off of this.
Oh, you see all this stuff, huh?
Yeah, I see it all ever since I was
Why
little.
do you see it? Why do you think you see it though, and other people don't see that stuff?
I've always had like a bigger picture. Like when I picture myself, I never picture myself as just being like a normal dude. I always like somebody else has done it. Like somebody has done it before. It's been poor people become billionaires before. So you can't tell me I ain't got a chance. I know I can do it in this world. If I can get up every day and I can educate myself, and if you truly believe in, you know, mastery and 10,000 hours in anything that you work at, you can become. Why can't I?
Do you recommend that somebody throw themselves in obsessively with 10,000 hours to become a master of something, even though they're talented?
For sure. You're supposed to be trying to find, because you're not gonna be good at everything. No one's good at everything. So you gotta find what you're good at. And I think I heard a quote a long time ago, and I still believe in it. You do what's easy for you and what's hard for everybody else.
I love that, man.
It's easy for me to wake up at 4 o'clock and to outwork majority of the people. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care doing what's hard for everybody else. Like the coolest stuff on all the time. Like majority of the time I'm rocking like Adidas. I'm real chill. I'm real laid back.
He dresses like a real estate guy, not like an NFL ball player. What belt you got on right now?
Nothing.
Nothing. He ain't got a belt on. That's crazy.
Nothing.
So,
my wife had to yell at me the other day because I called about a $14 charge that went through.
So you're very financially aware.
I know where every dollar goes every day.
And you're making, what do you make, $6 million a year?
$6.5 million a year. I went from my first year, and within 5 years out of college, you know, I did 10X. My first year in the NFL, I was making $400,000 a year. Now I make $400,000 a week. So it's like,
okay, so let's fill in the gap here, okay? From poor, where were you raised?
Daytona Beach, Florida.
Oh, Daytona. Okay,
I come from the projects.
Projects, Daytona. I mean, that's not projects Baltimore or New York. That's projects Daytona.
Yeah. It's
nothing to brag about,
it's
right?
All good.
So to making $400,000 a week now. High school, was it hard for you? Were you fitting in? I mean, when did you start playing ball? In high school?
Yeah, in high school. I never fit in. I still don't fit in. I don't think people, because I do what I do every day. Like I wake up and I go at something every day. And the only person I've seen that can stick with me through this world is my wife. Because if it ain't many people, we don't get invited to, they ain't inviting us over to barbecues. They ain't inviting us over to just
Why? Because you're not interested in the barbecue, or you're not interesting at the barbecue, or?
It's just, I think sometimes it's like, like because I'm such like a perfectionist, because I do the same things all the time, because I'm always like striving to be better, I'm always like educating myself. I'm a straight shooter. I ain't gonna just lie to you. I don't say stuff to just say stuff. So like if I think something wrong, I correct it. I'm just.
So you're not a lot of fun to be with. Sounds like me. Dude, I'm not. Everybody's having fun, telling lies, exaggerating, and all of a sudden I start calling everybody out, and they're like, "Dude, we're just having fun here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but that's not true, and that's not true, and I don't know why you said that." So they're like, "Hey, I thought we were just having drinks here."
Yeah, that's me.
So you went to college.
Yes.
Was that hard? I mean, how were you at school and with grades?
I wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I really didn't see me getting anything out of going to school. I went to school because I knew I could play football. Football can make me a lot of money, and then football can.
So when did you know that?
That I could go to the NFL?
Yeah. When did you know you could play the game, and that was going to be your way out?
I'm still figuring that out. I'm still figuring that out. I'm still growing every day. I'm still trying to figure out like how can I be the best in the league. I'm still waking up on a daily basis grinding, because the people who think they got it, they're gonna be the ones that I catch up to. The ones who think they can just sit back.
Who are those guys? Who are those guys that think they got it right now?
I can't even.
Give me a name, man. Give me one name.
I can't even tell you.
No. Come on, give me a name.
I catch them. When you see me at the top, I'll be at the top. I give my how about myself? Ricardo Allen. I think I got it.
I got to come see you play this year. You got hurt last year, right?
No, I did.
Yeah. So what happened? So you got a 3-year contract.
Yep.
You're in what year?
I'm in my second year of it.
Okay, so are you already starting to think about that contract expiring, or?
Oh yeah, always. As soon as you sign it, you start to think about it.
You're worried about it. You're worried about the 3-year lease up.
For sure. You just got to keep grinding every day. I put the product. I put good product out every day, and the one
Puts
thing.
good product out, man. You're like a salesman, dude.
Oh man. Huh? Oh, man, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from you
dude,
guys.
I've never had a ball player in here talk about putting a good product out.
Got to, man. I perfect my craft. It's mine. And ain't nobody else's. It's only mine. And every day I put at it and every day I go at it, I'm only putting it out for me and my family. Like that big old entourage that most people carry around on them, at the end of the day, when Sundays come, I'm only the one that got to get out there and play.
Right.
I don't
Security
care.
guy don't go with you.
Like that big old entourage.
Oh, Johnny doesn't go with you out there, does he?
No, when I'm out there playing against Julio in practice, when I'm out there going against
is that it? That's the name, huh?
Nah, he the real deal.
No, he is.
Nah, he don't slow down. Like, see, and that's why he make what he. You gonna see, he gonna probably be one of the highest paid wide. He probably will be the highest paid wide receiver in the league coming real soon.
And he should be.
Yeah, because the way he practiced, the way he go by it. He was the one who actually taught me how to practice.
Really?
When I got from college, when I got to the league, I was cut and put on practice squad.
So you were cut?
Yeah, I was drafted in the 5th round.
So what happened? They come to you and say what?
Yeah, they drafted me in the 5th round. They brought me
They did
in.
what? What did they do?
I was drafted in the 5th round.
Okay.
I was a low draft pick. Nobody really thought much of me and stuff like that. I got kind of caught in the shuffle. I wasn't the fastest, I ain't the biggest. Nobody didn't really think very much about it, but nobody never knew how smart I was. Like, that's the thing is, most players in the NFL playing against each other because they trying to learn how to they trying to learn how to beat the fastest people in the league. They trying to learn how to beat the biggest people in the league. I don't got to beat him. I got to be smarter than the offensive coordinator, because the offensive coordinator is the one telling him what to do. It's somebody else that's like running the show. Them people out there just running. They just got the ball in their hand. So if I know how to, instead of me trying to race Julio, because I ain't as big as Julio, I ain't as fast as Julio, I can try to figure out what the offensive coordinator is telling him to do.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Who's running him?
Yeah, but the way he comes about it, because when I got cut and I got put on practice squad,
you got cut.
It was tough. I was still a corner. I was still a cornerback at that time. So I ain't never played safety in my life until Coach Quinn got. But I was cut. I was put on practice squad, and every day I was actually. So
let me understand. When you got cut, did you have a contract?
I had a no. When you get cut, you go on practice squad. You week by week.
So they're paying you. They're paying you. Wow, this. Man, what a brutal place, dude.
It's tough. It's rough.
I mean, everybody talks about it, the people in the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. They're like, oh, they make so much money, but you're really sharing a side of this thing that is so brutal.
Yeah.
Short term, worried about getting cut all the time, extremely competitive. I mean, you're perfect for business, man. You're getting set up perfect.
You got to be on. You got to be on all the time.
Yeah. So they cut you.
Yeah.
They tell you something? What do they tell you?
Essentially, they was telling me I was good enough. I just wasn't good enough at that time. They put me on practice squad for the whole year, but I actually had Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins was going to give me a chance to come and be on the active roster. But at that point in time, with no disrespect to them, it was around 2014. I just didn't think me going to Miami.
I think you made a good decision, man.
I wouldn't leave practicing against Julio for anybody in the world. If you want to be the best, you got to go against the best.
Right. So surround yourself with that environment again.
So I told them if I was going to stay on the
You're saying they weren't the best here in Miami, huh?
Hey, it wasn't even that. It's just I was trying to take my game to another level. If I wasn't ready then, and I know
how you gonna get ready by going down
and just going to just go to a team that's just trying to make a team.
So they cut you. You got to go to the practice squad, but they're still paying you.
Yeah.
But what do they pay to be on practice?
Oh man, I think on the active roster as a rookie, you make around like $25,000 a week, probably $16,000 out of taxes. As a practice squad dude, you make $3,500 a week. $25,000 to $3,500. How'd you tell her? Actually, I was on Hard Knocks. So this is this. I was cut on live TV.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So my first time in the NFL, I was embarrassed. I was put out in front of my wife. Like, she come home and we got the camera crew following me because once you like into that, the team signs it. Like, you kind of sign yourself away.
Sign everything.
They can follow you wherever.
You cried?
Nah. Because if you actually go back and watch the video, when they told me I was getting cut, I actually smiled. I've been turned down so much in my life, man.
Wow.
I failed so many times. It's funny. Like, I actually look for failure now. Like, so I look for the positions and the spots that I can fail because I learned so much from my failures. And that's why I thought going against Julio every day was I was gonna fail a lot, and I did. He used to beat me to sleep.
But not at practice.
In practice.
Okay.
I followed him around every day. I told him that if I couldn't, I didn't want. If I stayed with the Falcons, I wanted to follow Julio around, and I know he was the real deal. And that's what the best of the best corners in the game do. They follow him around. So I went against him every day. And I couldn't get close to him. But I started gauging myself every day, every week. I was getting better. I was getting closer. And then when I got into the game, man, I was like, phew, it's 10 times easier because
10 times.
Everybody else, man, it was a walk in the park.
Yeah, because you were playing against somebody so superior.
And the way he come with it, like the way he practiced is 10 times harder, than the game. Man, he goes, like he does, the real deal. Yeah.
What's he make a year?
He should be making about 20 a year when he get this new contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah. Okay, so they cut you. So they come back and get you. I mean, why did they pull you back up?
They pulled me back up because the Baltimore Ravens had got a corner that got injured, and they needed somebody to come play. And they called because they knew that, like, I guess one of the offensive coordinators or one of the wide receiver coaches thought I was pretty good because I was battling with Julio the whole year. He finally told one of his friends at another team to call it and try to activate me. And when they called, the Falcons instead activated us. And me and my wife, we had the choice between leaving to go to Baltimore or like staying and proving ourselves with the team that, like, you know, essentially disrespected us in the beginning and told us that we wasn't good enough and we couldn't play. So I took myself from that. You know, I always
did you guys talk about it? Did you go to her and say, hey, what do you think here?
Yeah,
because you really respect your wife. I can tell how you include her, and it's inclusive, and it's a partnership of business.
For sure,
right?
For sure. She take care of my body outside the field. Like when I can't cook. I'm okay with that, but I can't cook. I got 2 babies at home.
How old are the kids?
I got a 3-year-old baby boy and I got a 1-year-old baby girl.
Oh wow, man. Yeah. Wow.
And that's my crew.
Yeah.
That's all I rock with. I haven't got many people in my circle. I keep my circle real small, man. I focus on what's important to me. I got a master plan to build up. I'll probably be a head coach in about 15 years. You know, I've already got things planned out and worked out.
Yeah. So this is good. I want to talk about the master plan. So, but I want to talk about you got hurt.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get hurt? When you're making $6 million a year. Now the $3,500 a week that you were making in practice, okay? Is that for 52 weeks or is it for?
That's only for 16 weeks.
16 weeks. So everybody understand this is not a 52-week pay plan. This is a 16-week pay plan at $3,500, Johnny boy.
Yeah.
So he was being paid $50,000 to get beat up on, basically.
Yeah. And you do 10 times more than anybody on the field. You play offense, you play defense, you run special teams, you hold every bag, you do the cards, you do the studying for other people.
You the water boy.
You do it all. But once you do
and there's no cameras.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, man.
You can get no stats on Sundays. Like we would sit home on Sundays after the game. Like I would practice with the whole team.
You can't even tell anybody you in the NFL at that level, right?
We would stay home. Like they would travel for away games, and we'll stay at home, and we'll be at a bar. And people would come up to me, and we were nice enough to talk to people and stuff like that. Like anybody coming up, we not like rude people. We don't look down upon anybody and stuff like that. So if we talking to like our waiter or anything, or maybe the waiter asks us like, "What do you do?" And then at that point in time, when I was on practice squad and the Falcons playing on Sunday, and I'm sitting in the bar, I'm like, I play for the Atlanta Falcons, you know.
But not this weekend.
It made me look like I was lying.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Who's going to believe that? Like, well, then why aren't you over there playing, right? Okay, so you got hurt. What happened?
In the 3rd game of the year this year, I tore my Achilles against the Saints in overtime, and it was at that point in time. It was real tough. It was one of the hardest things that ever happened.
You knew it? Did you know it right away?
I did. I did because I had a friend that tore his Achilles before, and he kind of told me about it. It's like I was by myself. Like when you watch me this year, I'm a Rough Rider now. Like I don't turn down from nobody. Like I don't care if you're 300 pounds. I don't care how tall you is. That's just like I don't back down. And sometimes I'm a shooter. Shooters get shot. Sometimes you like I take them shots all the time. I hit big people, and sometimes it turn out bad for me. But I get back up.
So how do you manage that though? How do you manage that as a business owner? You're the business owner, and then you have this product. You're the product too.
Yeah.
So how do you manage? And I'm sure your wife is sitting there thinking, "Don't get hurt, dude." Like you can't play if you get hurt, right?
Yeah.
And then you got this 12 months from now or 18 months from now, you got a contract expiring. So how do you manage the risk, the reward, the asset? Like
I put you always like somebody told me early in the league, you put your money where you stress. You put the most money where you stress the most. If I stress the most about my body, I put the most money in my body. I spend probably about $60,000 to $100,000 on my body a year, and that's my business. I put it in. I reinvest.
So what do you reinvest?
I bought a hyperbaric chamber, which is I got one down in my basement. I got a sauna.
How often do you use the hyperbaric?
That's why I wake up at 4 o'clock. So from 4 to 5 o'clock, I'm in the hyperbaric. From 5 o'clock to 5:30, I'm driving to work. 5:30 to 7 o'clock, I'm doing a workout before anybody
You believe
up.
in the hyperbaric, huh?
Every day, yeah.
Every day you do it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or oxygenates the body.
Yeah, see, I signed up for like 10 of them, did 6 of them, and I'm like, okay, this didn't do anything.
It takes time. It makes you feel better. But like when you getting beat on and your body like ripped up and all that stuff all the time, like I even sleep in it sometimes. Sometimes like I don't even see my wife during the week majority. During football
it's
season,
not big enough for both of y'all.
No.
I mean, she's little, but you can't both get in there.
Nah, we can't get in there.
That'd be weird.
I gotta buy a big one.
Yeah. So okay, so you're investing $60,000 a year. You're making $6 million.
Good return.
Yes. It's a good return, 10x. Is that 10x?
Like when you getting beat up.
It is, yeah. Maybe 100x. See, people don't invest in themselves, man. How do you make the time to do all this, man?
I ain't got time for nothing else. I don't party. I spend time with my family.
Wow.
Yeah. What else I got time for?
How do you make time for this? I don't have time for anything else. He doesn't make time for other stuff. Okay, what happens, man? Let's say they don't renew you. Will they renew you?
Yeah.
For sure. How much?
I don't know.
Give me a prediction.
More.
Give me a prediction.
More than what I got now.
What do you think the number is?
I'm gonna push to the tens. If I can get $10 million a year,
that's
what I'm gonna go for.
Okay. How old are you?
27.
27, 28, 29, 30. So how long do you play the game?
Let's say most people usually they only make it to 3 years. The most people I think is if you make it to 3 years.
3 years, dude. Brutal.
Yeah. I made it to year 6 now. So I'm in year 6. If I can make it to 10, that's been my goal my whole life. And after that, it's gonna be year by year. And then, but while I'm doing it, I'm already building like my master plan to become a coach.
And why a coach?
It's
you love the game, obviously.
It's what's easy for me. It's what's easy for me and it's hard for everybody else. It's like that's my part of the game. The thing that makes me different from most other football players, I got a photographic memory. Like I can remember things. Like I hear things one time, I can remember it. I see things one time, I can remember it. Like the formulas and stuff that you be drawing and stuff, I can remember that stuff. Like I can sit down and I write.
Oh, from the real estate show.
So like it's the same thing. Football.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man. I study football like I study real estate. It's all the same. The way I put and it's sometimes it overlaps because like I'm crazy. Like I'm a little, you know, when you such like a perfectionism, like you got such, you know, perfectionist in everything that you do. Sometimes like you when you're a son, you're a big son all the time. Sometimes you sunburn people.
Yeah.
You know how I do everything.
When you run too bright.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just always pushing, man.
Yeah, you ever hit a guy and say cash flow? sorry, I'm confused, man. I'm sorry. I was thinking real estate right there, right? You ought to do that just one Sunday. Just hit somebody.
I like that.
That's cash.
But
that's
I'm mic'd up, I got you.
Yeah. So, that's good. Okay, so why coach though? I mean, coaches make some pretty good money, right?
Yeah, they do.
$5 million?
Some make more. Some make. You can look up. I think some of them making 9 or 12.
Yeah.
I think the college coaches now. I think one of the college coach, Jimmo Fisher from Texas A&M. He was with Florida State. He just signed a 10-year, $100 million contract.
Wow.
Fully guaranteed.
Wow.
No injury involved.
Yeah.
So it's like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then I got my babies.
Yeah.
I got my babies. I come from projects. I come from the hood. I never was around something like this.
Yeah.
So if I can find a way to keep my babies into like an NFL brand, to keep my family around like bright people and smart people, people who are trying to achieve at the top levels, I don't think it's pretty hard to fail that way, especially when you got a dad like me who will never back off on you and make sure that
he won't back off too. I can see it in his eye, man. Killer right here. Okay, so talk to me about real estate. Why are you interested in real estate? You know, you're just thumbing around YouTube. Yeah. You run into my channel. But why real estate? Why does that seem to be? Why does that interest you?
The most millionaires in the world been made from it. Why not? It hasn't. If you catch a good deal, you do it the right way. it kind of solves itself. You do the numbers on like the apartment complexes and stuff like that, other than like the single family homes and stuff like that. You give yourself a broader chance for, you know, essentially like diversing your money. You know, you got more doors. You got, you know.
You like my more doors?
For sure. I
like the number of doors concept?
I like that.
Yeah.
I do.
So, have you bought anything?
I have a little.
We got to get you in a deal, man.
I know. I was getting a 25-unit apartment complex, but most people, when they think I'm a football player, they think I'm dumb. So they don't think I'm very smart. So I let them over and over, like, bring me in. Like, even when I tore my Achilles, it was right when I started meeting with a whole bunch of big, you know, real estate people. I was meeting with, you know, the Marcus and Millsap. I was meeting with them and all kind of stuff.
They're not taking you serious.
No. Most of them don't think I'm very smart. They don't think I know my numbers and stuff like that. So I tell them, like, okay, send me good deals. You know, send me good deals. Let me see what is considered a good deal for you. And everything they were sending me was trash. Right. Everything they were sending me was because they probably had looked me up and knew what my contract was and stuff like that. They were just trying to find a way to just see if I would just jump in on anything. But the numbers didn't match up the way I wanted to.
They don't feel bad. They treat me like I don't know what I'm doing too.
It's good.
So,
I like that.
Huh?
I like that.
Yeah. So you just got to see a lot of deals. Are you looking at deals mostly around Atlanta, where you know Atlanta?
I look at everywhere. Like I'm trying to do if I can do the 100 deals, you know, just keep doing my, you know, try to look over it, and I really know what I'm looking for all the time.
Well, let me know what you're looking for, dude. I'll throw you a deal. I'll throw you a deal that I won't do, and I'll be like, hey, this is a great deal. You guys should do it.
I'm gonna get some deals with you too.
Good. Do the deals with me, man. We'll go buy some together because you're a winner, man. Okay. Now, what would you tell somebody out there? The audience mostly watching is, you know, probably your age, actually. I got a lot of young followers.
That's good.
They're in business, starting in business, maybe going to college, blowing out of college, starting a company. What would you tell people 3 things that they got to get right, that you've gotten right in your life?
I got my money, always. I got my focus and my mindset. So every day I'm waking up and I'm striving for something. Like every day I get up, I'm going for something and focus on what's important. Like I don't listen to people my age. Like I can take information from anybody. But if you my age, you ain't been in this world long enough. So why am I supposed to be listening to you?
Dude, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to the people. When I look at people who's 60, 70 years old, what they doing? They focusing on their money. They focusing on their family. They focusing on, you know, taking their family on good experiences. They not worrying about how many billionaires you didn't see them in the clubs.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you're not running to many of them in there. So it's like I'm worrying about.
And if a billionaire walks into a club, he takes over the whole place.
He's probably the owner.
He takes the whole place. No, he would never own it. He'd be like, this is trash. This is junk. You use this. You use this, and you walk out of it. Man, I really appreciate having you here. I hope you guys heard what this guy said. You know, he's keep grinding, hard knocks, rejected, failures fed him. How much when they cut you, how much did that fuel you, man, to be like, okay, I got to show them now? Like, did you turn that into like a?
That's always been me being small, not being the fastest, not being the biggest. Like people don't understand. Like the more doubt they put into me, the more they fuel me. So I enjoy it. So it's like that stuff fuels me. It makes me wake up earlier. It makes me like it makes me go a little harder. Or sometimes you feel yourself. Everybody want to pat you on the back, think you good. I need a couple doubters. Like you say, you only got 10 haters. You need 20 of them. I'm trying to get a little more.
I get so much fuel from my haters. It's unbelievable. The critics, the naysayers. Like, come on, man, shit. I never even talk about it. I'm like, thank you for that. Thank you for the like you're helping me out so much right now. Okay, great having you here, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Okay, we're gonna do some great things. Follow this guy. Look, I'm praying this guy gets a $10 million plus contract. Then he makes another 10 as a coach, and then he makes hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate, because that's where you're gonna take care of that 1-year-old and that 3-year-old and your beautiful wife. That stuff will take care of you when you're hurt. I'd have never made it. You know, my first outing in football, I was in junior high school. My dad had died. I was like 15 years old. Guy spikes me in the back. And I was a little dude. I was always small. You're a small guy, right? Guy spiked me in the back. He didn't like me. And I was like, man, this ain't for me. Shit, I got to figure out another way to succeed in life. Dude, it's a brutal space you're in.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think everybody sees the glamour and the allure, and they don't understand 3 years is like a third of the time of a lease on a car.
For sure. There's only such a small, even if you play 10 years, it's only such a small window of life.
Yeah.
It's just I feel the NFL to me, was a jump start to life. Like it just gave me an early little boost.
So look, get your jump start, become a power player. If you make it as far as he did, I want you on this show, okay? Let me know what your deal is that made you a true power player.